It's the season finale of NBA 2K TV. In this episode, we're celebrating you guys.
The 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
With Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Aristotle, Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. This is Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sport. Tonight, we'll see the Toronto Raptors playing against the Milwaukee Bucks at BMO Harris Bradley Center. Well, for Milwaukee, they've gotten the job done in every way possible this season. They're sitting pretty with the best record in the league, East or West. And we'll be seeing Giannis Antetokounmpo in tonight's matchup. Still growing as a player, but the talent is certainly there. Shaq, you got any advice for the Greek freak?
People try to compare him to other wing players, Ernie, but he is unique. Main thing he needs to find
The unique freak, Greek freak.
Oh, I like that one. The main thing he needs to find his own way and play his own style.
Yeah, I like the
unique
nickname.
Greek freak.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I would say he needs to keep working on his jump shot just to keep the defense honest, but he gets to the rim so easy, he's still impossible to guard. Tough player.
It's time to take a peek at the unique Greek freak.
Ooh. With a nice physique.
I enjoy your critique. Ooh. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Hello and thanks for joining us, 2K Sports fans, for another exciting We are near. And three-pointers certainly on the rise. Let's see if he sticks to his guns. DA, thank you.
Well, you know, the Bucks only have one title in their history as a franchise, but what a title it was, led by my favorite player of all time, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, known as Lou Alcindor back in the day, teamed up with the veteran Oscar Robertson, the Big O, to bring the Bucks that first title.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. Setting the floor for the Raptors. DeRozan and Carroll are out on the wing. Inside, it's Patterson by Valanciunas, and it's Lowry in at point guard. And you have to mention that 1971 title run by the Bucks. They were a force nobody could stop. Swept the finals in 4 games straight over the Baltimore Bullets.
Yeah, had 66 wins in that season as well, guys, and that was early in my formative years as a basketballer. Actually, when I first started locking into the NBA, a big Lou Alcindor fan. He was the 71 MVP in that championship year for the Bucks, and then he'd go on to win another MVP the following season. And ironically, those are the only 2 MVP trophies that a Buck has ever received.
Here's the machine. Nice D from Valanciunas.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Back to Lowry. And Valanciunas now atop the key. And it's DeRozan missing.
Certainly not the green start they were hoping for, going 1 for 4 early.
Parker passes to Antetokounmpo. Here's the machine. Soft touch of the glass. The machine's got his second basket.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Carroll. That one off the back iron and out.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Here's the machine, now recovering. The machine passes to Monroe. And it's good for 2. Monroe's got his first 2 points of the night.
And you just got to really like the versatility of Monroe. He's really stretching the defense with how he strokes it from the mid-range area.
Inside, here's Valanciunas. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And the former 5th overall pick back in the 2011 draft, Valanciunas is still only scratching, people feel, the surface of his true potential.
And he's had a few bouts with the injury bug, Kevin, but when he's right, he's a load. Struggles defending on the perimeter, but his rebounding and rim protection have gotten more nasty as he's matured.
The shot's good from the machine.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Outside Lowry, 11 feet away, a tad short, but it's good off the front iron. 6 points for Valanciunas.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
Here's the machine. He had a career game last time out, bucket after bucket. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Valanciunas sets a screen for DeRozan. To the right side. Lowry inside the line. Valanciunas doesn't go that time. Bucks leading by 7. To the paint. Here's the machine. And it's Kyle Lowry with the rebound. He kicks to DeRozan. That one's not going to go. And Milwaukee will come the other way. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
Valanciunas with a screen on Young. And it's Carroll in the corner. With the shot. And again, Toronto no up.
Man, he's just pulled a Harry Houdini in this quarter. He's completely disappeared.
The shot's good from the machine.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Puts one up from 19. The second effort. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And guys, you might remember that he was not at his best from the foul line in their last outing.
Well, you know, whenever he got to the line, he just couldn't find the target. But nights like that do happen, even to the best of them.
Sullinger outside. Can they get it? No good. Shot missing. And power forward Patrick Patterson getting better.
I think my 3 years at Kentucky,
Patterson Clark, exactly the guy he says he is, and that's why he's one of those glue guys you've got to have on your team.
And the kind of guy who his teammates love.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. The machine in the last game against the Clippers was phenomenal. Just an incredible number of points and got there the usual way. An impressive barrage of three-pointers. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
All right, David, thank you. It really was a stunning performance. He was at his absolute best in that game.
And if he can come anywhere close to another performance like that here tonight, it would be amazing.
Yeah, it really would be, because you know now the defense is going to be focused squarely on him. They're going to make sure that he doesn't beat him again. There's one word that you would use to describe Greg Monroe: consistency. Game to game, year to year, you know what he's going to give you. Doesn't vacillate or fluctuate much. He eats minutes and shows up to play his game each and every night.
Here's the machine, now recovering. The machine passes to Parker. Not going to fall. Starting off slow, he misses his first three from the floor. Here's Lowry, rejected by Monroe.
That was terrific defensive awareness from Monroe, knowing where to be in order to come up with these rejections. It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
And with Monroe, the consistency is in the numbers. Guys, pretty much, he has had the same season stat line every year he's played since his rookie year.
And I love the fact that it's a combination of his consistency and versatility that allows him to be extremely valuable on any team.
Here's the machine. And the three off target.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
That's a precision shot. You've got to be precise. No room for error on the floater.
With one on the clock, that'll do it for the first.
Keep it up, guys. We have some good momentum. I love the end.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment.
In a big game for the machine. He has 17 points and a steal.
And we're seeing him at his very best today. Just really a joy to watch.
Well, I know I'm thoroughly enjoying it because he's amazing when he's on top of his game like this.
Parker and Monroe together inside. Young is out there with the machine. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the small forward position. That's the five on the floor for the Bucks.
Well, of course, two Canadian teams were born to the NBA in '95, but back in 2001, the Vancouver Grizzlies became the Memphis Grizzlies, leaving the Toronto Raptors as the sole Canadian survivor.
And Antetokounmpo just, showing you once again what an all-around superb talent he is. He really moves that ball on offense.
There's a good screen. And Patterson kicks to Lowry. Lowry can't get that one to fall.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
Wasted no time on that one. The machine's got 22 points.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Way to work, gentlemen. Let's go now. Hustle up. Listen up. We have these guys back on their heels, and now they're playing like they're desperate.
Players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. John Henson's checked in for Monroe. Beasley comes in for Parker, and Middleton subbed in for Antetokounmpo. The machine, and again, it's Milwaukee converted.
They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
Raptors trail by 14. Frazier with it. On the wing, DeRozan. Good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist. Frazier's got 3 assists now in this one. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Well, one of the biggest names in free agency GA this past offseason was DeMar DeRozan. Many in Toronto feared he would leave the team, but he re-upped with the Raptors on a huge deal.
Yeah, and DeRozan spoke about loyalty to the franchise when he announced he wanted. That's how you attack. Wow.
Oh, man.
That was for you, Mama. Sublime stuff. Guys, absolutely sublime.
Agreed. He's going to start putting on a show now.
That's usually how it goes. I mean, once they're in front, they really cut him loose.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Here's the machine. A three-pointer off the mark. Raptors trail by 10 from 17 feet out. And it's DeRozan missing. The Bucks have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Young in the corner. That was enough space for Young to convert the D-ball.
And Young can knock those down if you give him the chance.
Frazier kicks to DeRozan. Tipped away. And so the ball out of bounds. Henson touched it last. And the Bucks with some chance. Raptors shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. Lowry and DeRozan, the core of this team at the guard spots. Ross and Patterson are the forwards. And it's Sellinger in at the 5 spot.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
3-on-3. Patterson with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. No good from Ross. Bucks leading by 16. Here's the machine. Goes back up, and it's laid in by Monroe. Monroe's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Bucks. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's the machine. And that one comes up a bit short.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
The Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. The machine's got 11 in the second half. Three-pointer, Lowry gets the three-pointer to fall.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on the roll and knock him down.
Here's the machine. Milwaukee the rebound. Monroe's shot is good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass. You can really see that his confidence is at a high level here in this half. He didn't have a 3 in the first.
Here's the machine, now recovering. No good from the machine.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
No good from Ross. Bucks leading by 16. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo to the right side. Here's the machine, while recovering, and a hard slam there from Prez to finish off the play.
And that's the athleticism that had him so highly touted coming into the league.
Patterson up top. Tries to save it. DeRozan in the corner. And again, Toronto with the triple. The Bucks have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Here's the machine, now recovering. No good from the machine.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take it down.
Second shot opportunity, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And the amount of space Antetokounmpo covers is really breathtaking. You got to see it to believe it. I mean, he erases shots that you think he has no chance to get to.
Pass to the machine. 6 to shoot. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. He can't get that one.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Bucks.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And on the year, looking at their record, this game will make it 49 wins.
And not just a win tonight, guys, but a win on the season series as well, as they finish with 3 out of 4 games against this opponent.
And Greg, this gives them some gloating.
And that's how we play the game. Bring it in. Let's go. Hey, this is what happens when we play our brand of basketball. They cannot stop us. Remember, you're my Pippen and you're my Jordan.
.110 left in the fourth quarter. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. It's Lowry again missing. Here's the machine, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against Toronto. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Bucks.
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
They worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
That was for you.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. John Henson's checked in for Monroe. Mirza Teletovic comes in for Jabari Parker. And Tony Snell's sub in for Antetokounmpo. A different look for Milwaukee. Brogdon, he's checked. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never